This is the morning of the 9th of March. You know, we've all seen little Barron Trump grow up over the past almost 20 years. I think it'll be 20 in a couple of weeks. And if you look at the photographs over the past 20 years, there isn't one photograph that you can point to that indicates that he's totally normal. He's got that nobody home look in his eyes. It's an absolute fact. He has that nobody's home look in his eyes. Now, he's also 6'9", and he's still growing. He'll probably grow till he's 24, maybe 25. I think he's got issues with his genetic makeup. This clip with Jimmy Kimmel and Donald Trump, there's all kinds of clips on YouTube that suggest, or they more than suggest, they state that Melania is not Barron's birth mother. They state that Ivanka got knocked out by Donald, and she's the birth mother of Barron. Now, how difficult is that to prove? Well, it's extremely easy to prove through DNA. But until Donald Trump's behind bars, that's not going to happen, although it should. I think Barron's 6'9", and he's got that nobody home look because of incest. Now, my wife's father used to rape her. She was the eldest child. She had 2 sisters and 2 brothers. Now, I never knew any of this until I was already divorced from her. And her sister, Allison, and I've stated this before in a couple of other videos, told me that my sister's not well. I said, Allison, I've been with her for almost 15 years. I don't think she's ever been sick a day in her life. She says, you don't understand. Now, I did have sex with her the first night that I met her, which should have been my first clue. She had stretch marks on her breasts, and I commented on the stretch marks. And she said she had a baby, but she said she never had sex with a boyfriend. They were just messing around, and she got pregnant. Well, I sort of know how it works, you know, the birds and the bees. When she was 14, she moved to British Columbia to live with her aunt and uncle. Her father was a big-time criminal attorney, and they lived in a small town called Woodstock, Ontario. The mother was very wealthy. The Lundy Fence Corporation, most farmers had their fences, L-U-N-D-Y. It was her father's company. So they were very wealthy. But the mother reportedly knew that the father, her husband, was screwing my wife before she was my wife. So this happens, folks. I mean, this does happen. I know it because I lived it. And Trump's made all kinds of comments about Ivanka. I did a video 2 weeks ago where he was on a talk show with Ivanka. And the host asked Ivanka what she has in common with her father. She said, real estate and golf. The host then turned to Donald. You know what he said? he has in common with Ivanka? Sex. It's exactly what he said. And when he was on the radio show with Howard Stern says, she's a good-looking piece of ass. And he said, yeah, she's 6 foot tall. And if she wasn't my daughter, I'd date her. Well, I think he did more than date her. I think you were fucking her. And I think Barron, to no fault of his own, turned out the way he did. He's not mentally right. Notice how quiet he's always been, just sort of sitting in the background. And again, he's got that look in his eyes where nobody's home. And again, go to the internet. There's all kinds of videos accusing Obama of having knocked up Ivanka. There's a video where Ivanka is doing a tour of her bedroom. And when she looks at her bed, she sort of looks strange. That's where he was screwing her. He's a very, 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 very sick man. And he's going to try to destroy the entire world with him. He's doing it. As we speak, he's doing it. This Iran invasion, distract, divert, to deceive. Problem is, they're turning on him. Don't know if that clip that I posted with cross-eyed Kash Patel was real or not. It could have been AI, I don't know. But if it was real, and the one that I just did a short while ago with Pam Bondi, if that's real, he is screwed. I'd like to see him taken to Rikers Island and put in a fucking cage, because that's where he belongs. You don't want to hear it? Don't listen. Watch that video with the link. Hear what Jimmy Kimmel has to say. And again, he's not alone. There's a large number of people that said that Barron Trump's birth mother is Ivanka. And his father? Barron, his father? None other than his father, Donald J. Trump. You don't want to hear it? Don't listen.